Good morning. Welcome to Easy Gates TRB Polytechnic Easy Solutions. So many are waiting for the next video update. Okay, so we can do only the limited number of videos in a given day. Okay, so today we'll try to complete the easy paper. Okay, for the subjects analog, digital, controls, and electric circuits. Okay, a little bit of signals also we did. Okay, so like sampling rate, so many kilobits per second, all those things. Okay, so around 50 questions from my side, you'll get a perfect answer key. Okay, so that's what I'm ensuring. So let us get into the next 2 marks problem. And students who are watching, okay, please do subscribe. Okay, after watching the video. Okay, those who are interested to see the courses, you can see the description, okay, below the video. So there you can see online and offline courses offered by EasyGate. Okay, yes, now let us get into the next problem from analog electronics. And this stuff already we discussed once in 1 mark. Okay, I have given the complete picture of different amplifier. So now there we discussed about a single ended output. Okay, so this is talking about a double ended difference amplifier. So that means the symbol of this is going to be like this. So let me start anyway from the scratch. So it's a difference amplifier having two inputs, non-inverting and inverting, we can say. Yes, instead of by habit, I'm drawing a single output, but it is given dual output. That's how we get the output. So these are the two inputs. It's going to sense V1 and V2, whose difference has to be amplified. And the output actually going to produce two outputs. One is V01, another one is V02. So we are going to get that difference as V0. That's a plan. Okay, so we are going to have two BJTs in the difference amplifier, right? So each BJT's collector will serve as the output. Okay, in the earlier configuration, we have taken the output only from the second BJT's collector that is serving as the output. Okay, so that when the difference is positive, the output will be positive. That's how I have taken. Suppose if the difference is AC signal, then the output signal will be in phase with the input difference. Okay, that's how the output is taken. So now he's asking us to take two output. Okay, so double-ended difference amplifier output. We'll see what is that, but still this is going to have the same component. Okay, ADM, VDM, and ACM, VCM. Okay, the focus is on the ADM only. Okay, so he's talking about that the output voltage. Okay, so V0 only. So in this case, automatically the ACM BCM component will be present in both V01 and V02. That will get automatically eliminated even though you go with the normal biasing stuff. Okay, even though you don't use a current source excitation for this difference amplifier, but still let me go with the current source excited difference amplifier. So whether this usually this component is not allowed even to fall in V01 and V02, even though we are taking the difference between V01 and V02. Okay, right? So let me go with once again a current excited difference amplifier. So the difference amplifier will have two transistors, two matched or identical transistors, both the emitters connected together, the two collectors connected to the collector resistance. Let me have a provision. Let me draw like this. So let me have a copy of the structure. Okay, so this is V1, This is V2. That's a non-inverting terminal of the DA and inverting terminal of DA. This is the transistor Q1, transistor Q2. This is RC. Okay. So where we are going to take the output means here we are going to take the output. So this is going to serve as Vx. This is going to serve as, okay, so we should call it as V01 and V02. Okay, so usually this V02 will be higher potential for a reason. V01 will be lower potential. The difference will be we are going to take. Okay, so V02 is output taken from Q2's collector, and this is the output taken from Q1's collector for a reason. Okay, otherwise you need to say V2 minus V1 as a positive difference. Okay, so this is my V0. Okay, that's a dual output. So it's up to us. Okay, so this is the V02 I'm saying, and this is V01. Okay, I'm going for V02 minus V01. Input differences VDM, there is nothing but V1 minus V2. Okay, so the output V0 is V02 minus V01. That's what we're going to find out now. Okay, expression for V0. Okay, so now that's a core structure. So the top rail excited by VCC. The bottom rail excited by minus VEE. Usually it's minus 10 volt. And this is going to be plus 10 volt. Okay, so and here we are going to have the current source. Okay, that's our I0 as we discussed. If you perform a DC analysis for this, then you have to switch off the signals V1 and V2. You have to switch off. Then we're going to get a 0.7 approximately here. That's VBE1. And here also we're going to get that 0.7. That's VBE2. And since identical potentials, so the two currents will be again identical as we discussed earlier. IE1, IE2 will be identical. So that is going to deliver the current I0. Already I said this, IE1 plus IE2 combinedly delivers the current I0, even though it is excited by a current source. Then the conclusion is since they are identical, okay, so since the two transistors are identical, VB1 equal to VBE2 and beta, okay, thermal voltage and IE0 all are identical, then IE1 should be identical to IE2. That is equal to I0 by 2 off of the current, okay, existing here and here. That is the one responsible. Okay, so we are going to have some small RE because of this. Okay, ensure that at the end of DC analysis, both the BJTs are active. Then after proving active, then we can go for the small signal equivalent of both the BJTs. Then the small signal equivalent. Okay, here we don't refer the transconductance, we refer the small RE model. Anyway, still 1 by GM is nothing but your small RE. Okay, here what we have is a small VBE and small RE. This potential difference as per the small signal equivalent is 0. Okay, so remember this is a collector terminal, this is a base terminal, this is a emitter terminal. So then what is a small RE? Small RE is nothing but your thermal voltage divided by IE not, that is IE1 or IE2 we can say, depending on your transistor. Okay, so if it is IE1, it is RE1. So you'll get RE2 also identical to this. Let me take them as small RE. Both that is equal to VT by I0 by 2. That's a number. Anyway, problem is expecting only the expression. So just know there is a small signal equivalent for both Q1 and Q2. So then for this difference amplified circuit, okay, so as of now, the focus is not on V0. It's all about proving the two transistors active just by showing VC1 and VCE2. The capital VC1, VC2 greater than 0 means both the devices are active. They can serve as amplifiers. Okay, then begin the AC analysis. When you begin the AC analysis, switch off all the DC sources. This will be connected to ground. This will be connected to ground. This current source is replaced by a open circuit at 0 milliamps, no current. And here have the small RE1, that's small RE. Here have the small RE2, that's small RE. Okay, and as per the small signal equivalent, this difference is 0. This difference also 0. Okay, so now this is 0 mean this point will be equal to V1 and this point will be equal to what? V2. Okay, that's what we are getting. We'll go for the output voltage now. Okay, so what is the voltage we're getting here? So the potential across this, since it's an open circuit, there is no current in this path. So therefore, the net drop across this is going to be V1 minus V2. So let me take V1 minus V2 as the potential. Then what is the current? Then it's a voltage across 2 times RE. So then the current IE, let me say, the emitter current IE will be equal to, that's emitter current of both Q1 and Q2, remember, and this Q1 emitter delivers it and Q2 emitter takes it, okay, because there is no other current path. So IE1 is equal to IE2, that is equal to V1 minus V2 divided by 2 times small r you will get. So this current is this way mean, this current is this way mean, this current is going to be up here, this current is going to be down here. So then it is going to create a potential across this. So what's the potential it is going to create across this means it's V1 minus V2, V1 minus V2 divided by 2 times small re into RC. This way it is going because the current is down, but here the current is up mean this is going to produce plus and minus the same drop, that is going to be V1 minus V2 divided by 2 times small re into RC. That's a drop it is going to produce. So then what is your V02? V02 is going to become, it is 0 top is, so 0 plus this. So V02 will become V1 minus V2 into RC by 2 RE you will get. And what about V01? V01 will be equal to, V01 is this point potential, Q1's collector potential. See that this is top is 0. From 0 you are losing this. Therefore, it is going to become minus of V1 minus V2 into RC divided by 2 times small r you will get. Yes, let us go for the desired outcome. That is your V0. Then V0 is V02 minus V01. I have taken already. Okay, we'll go for the maximum. Okay, so the beauty is one is V02 is getting pulled up, V01 is getting pulled down by the same magnitude. So one becomes positive, one becomes negative. So the output will become double. Okay, so output will become double because of this minus sign. So then do V02 minus V01, you will end up with 2 times V1 minus V2 into RC by 2 times small r. 2 will get cancelled. Therefore, the dual equal to V1 minus V2 into RC by small re will be the outcome. That's your resultant AC analysis output. There is no component for the common mode automatically. This V1 minus V2 is nothing but your difference mode component only, that is getting amplified by RC by small re. So the problem is not talking about ADM and ACM. It is talking about only the output voltage. Okay, so as a function of V1 and V2. So we got the relation. Okay, we'll see what are the options given. Yes, what is our resultant? V0 should be equal to RC by small re into V1 minus V2. Suppose if he's not taking V1 minus V2, he may take V2 minus V1, assuming V2 given to the non-inverting side and V1 given to the inverting side. Okay, yes, he played with that. Okay, so then if that is the case, either this possibility, or if he's swapping this two, then V0 will be RC by small re into V2 minus V1. It's up to you. So which one is given to the here? What is given is here the plus is connected to V2, minus is connected to V1. So we get this expression V0. And according to this, it's a dual output. So then we get the output. So here the plus is connected to V1 and V2 connected to the minus, then this will result in such a V0. Yes. Okay. So expecting any one of these two. So the right option is it's function of, okay, so 3 options got eliminated. The best option is yes, what is the best option? We are expecting this result. Okay, so since you maintain V2 minus V1, here V2 minus V1, here V2 minus V1. So this is wrong, function of only V1, V2, and this is also wrong. It is not a function of small re. Yes, then so looking for the right option. Yes, this is the right option. This should be the right option. So he has committed a mistake. He said dual output, but he went for single output. Okay, only single output will have this expression. So only single output will have this expression. What is that? This expression. Only single output will have RC by 2RE. Yes, the problem has to be challenged, but no other answer is supporting this. So therefore, we should still go for the best possible answer. It should be option B, but he committed the mistake. Okay, the 2 won't come into the play. Okay, it's not there. It should not be there. It should be RC by small re into V2 minus V1. Okay, so he should not teach a wrong concept. Okay, yes, that's a dual ended output. If it is a single output, either the output will be positive or output will be negative. Okay, so see this. So if the output is taken at V0 to single output means if it is taken at the second collector, it will be positive. If it is taken at the first collector, it will be negative. So we prefer to get the output positive. Okay, so I went for this. Okay, suppose he is going for V2 minus V1 means then he can go for applying minus here. Then output can be taken at the first collector. Okay, but that is not making sense because I already allotted V1 for positive terminal and V2 for negative terminal. Okay, so I have to go with this. Okay, so output can be taken either at the second collector or first collector if it is single ended output. If it is a dual, both has to be taken. Okay, depending on who is exciting non-inverting, that's a positive terminal, and the negative terminal, you get the expression as a function of V1 minus V2 or V2 minus V1. Okay, so that's another interesting problem. Okay, so closer to the gate level only, since he's expecting the expression, so you can't remember so many expressions. Remember one subject, if you start writing expressions, you'll be having at least 100 expressions per subject, means you have to remember almost 1000 expressions for around 10 subjects. That's going to be a very hard route. So any competitive examination, don't go by expression. Remember the fundamentals. You may take little more time, but still you can confidently give the answer. Okay, so that's a strategy for every aspirant. Okay, you may be a TRB aspirant, TNEB aspirant, GATE aspirant, or IES aspirant. Okay, stick to the fundamentals. Okay, so that will never trouble you. Okay, so remembering the expressions, if you don't remember this correctly, you will commit a mistake. Yes, so it is given to, suppose for example in this I have created one more option like this. For example, I'm giving you two options. One option is V0 is equal to RC by small rg into V2 minus V1. One option, I'm creating one more option, V0 equal to RC by 2 rg into V2 minus V1, means definitely your memory won't work. Okay, so then will be in a dilemma, which one is the correct answer. That should be the trap. Okay, so that means in this case this goes wrong, this is wrong, and this is the correct answer. So that trick he missed, it didn't trap us. Okay, by giving two different expression, by mistake he has given RC by 2 rg instead of RC by small rg. Okay, if given, this is the best possible answer. Since we are looking for that, it is not there, so we are going for this as per the given problem. Okay, right. So if both are given, so the first one will be the correct answer. So I have given you the material to conclude, okay, what is the expected answer? And since it is missing, we are going for something else. Okay, right? Yes, that's a point. So he missed that too. Okay, it's not a printing mistake. Really, he has missed that too. He should have said single-ended otherwise. Okay, single-ended, 2 will come, double-ended, the 2 will, because the voltage gets doubled. So the 2 will automatically get cancelled. Okay. So that's an interesting problem. So we'll update you with one more video soon. Okay, since we try to restrict the video for a maximum of around 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. Yes. So thanks for watching. So we'll update you with one more video soon. So do subscribe and also feed your comments if you have any. If you want to challenge any answer, yes, you are free to challenge now itself. Okay.